Folks, so installing surface wear mats is a really good thing. It helps to prevent holes under swings and slide exits. But one of the things we have to realize is that setting the surface mats isn't just a once and done thing. You still need to maintain them. So if you just take a look here, this is an example of what happens after about 2 to 3 years of after installation. You might see the mats flaps start to get exposed. You might lose an anchor point. The problem is twofold. There's two different things that happen here. Number one is the wood fiber is decaying beneath the mat, and what happens is we're going to lose fall height when we don't have proper depth. So what we're going to want to do is flip this up and replace that wood fiber that's underneath. The second thing is we lose accessibility. What we want to do is make sure that there's proper level here between the surface and the mat and the surface, to allow folks with a disability to be able to get back and forth more easily. So what we're going to do now, Coleman and I are going to dig around the edges here of the wear mat. We're going to expose the flaps and the anchors, and then we're going to cut those anchors, flip the mat up, and replace the wood fiber. Okay folks, so we've gone around and we've exposed all the anchor points of the mat. If you notice on this one, wow, this is in bad shape here. This one actually has already come out. There's no tie anchoring the flaps to the anchor. But as you see, as we go over here, Coleman's going to go ahead and go around, clip all but one corner of the nylon ties. Once he clips them, all of them, we're going to flip the mat over, and then we can start replacing the wood fiber underneath. Okay, so Coleman is going around, he's clipped all the anchor points. Just a real quick note, one of the nice things about the Zeager surface mats is that although we anchor them and they're secure and they won't get stolen or anything like that, it's simple to be able to remove them by just the nylon ties clipping them at each anchor point. So we're going to flip this up and then we'll start to do the wood fiber. So as you can see here, a lot of the wood fiber has decayed. We don't have 11 inches of wood fiber like we'd like to have underneath the mat. Just a reminder, 11 inches of wood fiber gives 12 foot of fall protection. Even though it's under a swing that's probably about 8 foot, lots of extra safety there by having enough of wood fiber underneath the mat. Okay, so as Coleman is getting the rest of the wood fiber on there, what we're going to do first is we're going to tamp it just to make sure we have a nice firm foundation. As you know, engineered wood fiber, wood carpet will compact. So before we take our measurement to make sure we have 11 inches there, we're going to tamp it with the tamper. We want to also make sure we get our sides that they're at a 45-degree angle so that the flaps will lay at a 45-degree angle for accessibility. Okay, so we've got just shy of 12 inches here. Of course, we want to leave 1 inch for our mat, so there's about 11 inches of wood fiber there. So we're ready to put the mat back over the wood fiber. Okay, so we're going to flip the mat back over. Again, we're going to reattach the anchors. There's no need to pull the old duckbill anchors out, just leave those in place. And we're going to reattach with brand new zip ties. Not very expensive. You can get these anywhere. Zeager can supply them for you, or you can get them at a local hardware store. Okay, so basically we try to start at the bottom of the loop, run the nylon tie through, pull it tight. And then take the extra off with a pair of pliers. So notice we still want a 45-degree angle with our flaps. That was the reason we went around and tamped the sides at an angle so that these flaps lay at an angle, and then we'll do the backfilling. Okay, so if at all during the process you have to fill a little wood fiber in here to bring the base back out so that these lay at a 45, don't be afraid to do that. Again, it's really important that these don't drop straight down into the hole, because then it becomes a trip hazard. We want to make sure these are laid in at an angle. Okay, so Coleman finished re-anchoring the duckbills with new nylon zip ties. So now we're just going to go around and backfill the trench. And as we're backfilling, you'll see we're going to make sure we're compacting that trench so that the wood fiber doesn't sink down the road.
Let me step one on the flaps.
So again, we want to try to just keep this level coming off the mat onto the surface. So just continue to backfill around the wood fiber, around the wear mat, and compact as you're going, because that's going to save you a lot of time. If you just throw it in loose, it compacts and goes down, and you'll be back to where you were. Okay, so we've backfilled everything. We have a smooth transition between the mat and the surface. So this is ready to go. So just remember, it's great to install Zeager surface TuffMat, but we need to remember that every once in a while we need to flip them up, replenish the wood fiber beneath that, and re-anchor them again. And we can help you out with that. And if you need any other products, go to Zeager.com. Thanks.